Okay, so let me teach you a little bit about generational trauma, generational curses, may you call them. So, this is the box of systematic oppression, systematic racism, systematic classism, systematic limitation. You have slaves from the jump, right? Slaves that were restricted, slaves that were beat and treated poorly. No money, no way of really living the correct type of way, which is freely, basically. So we have that group of people, right? All of the black people in America, right? At that time, back in the day. So now we get to modern day black people in America, people who were naturally born in the United States. They came from the black people who were the slaves at first, right? Okay? Keep that in mind. The connection. Now, the connection that brings them together from that day back then in slavery to this day in modern day slavery. The connections that every black person has to slavery is still mentally and spiritually connected to each and every one of us, even though we do not know it 100% as we are living through our life because we didn't live that part of slavery, right? Okay. The chains, the invisible chains, the invisible years of thinking that wasn't the right way of thinking, systematic things that wasn't really the right way of doing things, all of that kind of stuff. It trickled down all the way into where we are today. So if we are black people or minorities in general, but I'm speaking for black people because that's where the box and the oppression come in at because of slavery. I am real black. I am not one of these light-skinned guys out here, light-skinned girls out here, like being amazed and praised because they have light skin and look good and caramel and all of that. No, I am a black woman. I am a dark-skinned black woman, real rooted in slavery, real rooted in the slavery. Okay? So, generations of being taught whatever a slave master taught my ancestors, whatever a slave master prevented and limited my ancestors from having and knowing, right? Whatever that messed up in our family way back then, from whenever they was programming the slaves, right? All of that has snowballed effect into where I am today. Into a family with no millionaires, into a family with no business and no real connection to each other. Many black people are going through this in America. It's a systematic limitation. It's more to talk about.